If beauty were a crime, then Jodie Foster would be behind bars. On March 30th, 1981, Ronald Reagan, the President of the United States, was shot in front of the Washington Hilton Hotel. 6 shots were fired, with 4 people seriously injured. One 5.6mm bullet cracked his ribs, puncturing his lung and nearly rewriting American history. The gunman, John Hinckley Jr., came from a wealthy and powerful family. His father was an oil tycoon, even financially tied to the Bush family. But what drove this privileged young man to commit such a heinous act? The shocking truth: Hinckley's twisted obsession with Jodie Foster. Yes, the beloved Hollywood actress became the unlikely muse for an assassination attempt. When the FBI searched his home, they uncovered an unsent love letter addressed to Jodie Foster that read, "Jodie, I did this all for you." Hinckley had watched her films repeatedly, especially her haunting role in Taxi Driver. The obsession escalated so much that he even enrolled at Yale just to be closer to her. And in a delusional bid to win her love, he tried to mimic the plot of Taxi Driver by attempting to assassinate the president. Yet despite his heinous actions, Hinckley's wealthy family hired a team of top-tier lawyers. The result? Hinckley was found not guilty by reason of insanity, a shocking outcome that highlighted the loopholes in the American justice system. It was a clear example of how, when money talks, the truth often remains silent. But here's the irony. Despite all this, Hinckley's desperate attempts still failed to touch Jodie's heart. So, what is it about Jodie Foster that drove a wealthy young man to such madness? What makes her so captivating? Jodie Foster's journey to stardom began almost the moment she was born. Raised by a single mother who worked in the film industry, Jodie began her acting career at the tender age of 3, with a role as the Coppertone girl in a television commercial for the iconic suntan lotion brand. Jodie began talking at 9 months and had taught herself to read by the time she was 3 years old. But Jodie was not your typical child star. Her role in Taxi Driver earned her an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress at just 14 years old. While many child stars succumbed to the temptations of fame, Jodie Foster was different. She was an academic prodigy, constantly seen with her nose buried in scripts or academic papers. At the 1976 Cannes Film Festival, where Taxi Driver won the Palme d'Or, Jodie surprised everyone by answering questions in fluent French, dismissing the need for a translator. This incredible talent and poise left the French press amazed, signaling the arrival of a true star. When it came time for college, she was accepted into nearly every Ivy League school, ultimately choosing Yale. Despite the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, Jodie chose the path of education, graduating with honors, and she didn't stop there. At 27, she won her first Oscar for The Accused, defying the critics who thought her star would fade. Jodie's defining moment came with The Silence of the Lambs. Initially, the role of Clarice Starling was turned down by other actresses because the script was deemed too gruesome. But Jodie, who had already read the novel, knew it was a role of a lifetime. She flew to New York, reciting lines from the book to the director, proving she was the real heroine they were looking for. Her portrayal of the strong yet vulnerable FBI trainee earned her a second Oscar, making her one of the youngest actresses to win 2 Academy Awards before turning 30. And what makes her even more legendary? The character of Judy Hopps, the determined bunny cop in Disney's Zootopia, was inspired by Jodie Foster's portrayal of Clarice Starling, a testament to her enduring legacy. But Jodie's story isn't just about her own career. She also became a beacon of support for others in Hollywood. One of those individuals was Robert Downey Jr., who was battling a severe drug addiction that almost derailed his career. While busy with her projects, Jodie took the time to write heartfelt letters of encouragement, urging Downey to turn his life around. In fact, it's said that Jodie went the extra mile, tracking down tough guys to literally tie Downey up and take him to rehab. Her efforts paid off, as Robert Downey Jr. eventually made a triumphant comeback and went on to become the face of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the legendary Iron Man. When Jodie received her Golden Globe Lifetime Achievement Award in 2013, it was none other than Robert Downey Jr. who presented her with the honor, calling her a miracle worker for helping him reclaim his life and career.
Well, I may never be up on the stage again. On any stage, for that matter. Change. You gotta love it. I will continue to tell stories. To move people by being moved. The greatest job in the world.
Jodie Foster's life story is one of resilience, brilliance, and unyielding compassion. From her early days as a child prodigy to her unwavering support for friends in need, Jodie embodies the spirit of strength and grace that inspires so many. Here at Angel Grace Blessing, we celebrate stories like Jodie's, stories of overcoming challenges, embracing your true self, and uplifting others along the way. If you found Jodie's journey as inspiring as we did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories of hope, resilience, and grace. Never underestimate the light you bring to the world. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the greatest strength comes from the most unexpected places.